Savoy ISD recently received an A rating on our TEA report card, the highest rating that any district can achieve, so it's a pretty big deal. We sat down with the superintendent, Mr. Brian Neal, to talk about this outstanding achievement and to learn what it means for our district.
Talk about what the A rating means for our school report card and means for the district.
It's important. We're proud that we got the A rating. We knew we were a good school. We've gotten high scores for years, and we have all the academic championship and state championship banners hanging. But this is like in comparison to all the schools in Texas, and it's nice to get that A rating, which only about, I think, 15 or less % of schools across the state got the A rating. And so it was good. It was good to get that because that's something that gets spread. You know, it was in the paper and things like that. So we were really glad we got it.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the TEA calculates the school ratings?
They use several factors. They have like 6 different categories that they grade us on. It's not just our star scores, but of course that's a big part of it. But it's also even things like attendance, and they have one that's post-secondary readiness, like are you ready to go to college? So they try to factor several things in. Having said that, I don't think it's a perfect indicator. I don't really agree with everything that they consider, and I think some schools that are pretty good schools don't necessarily get the best grades because of one little trip up. And I think that's unfortunate because I think if a school district gets a lower grade and they're a pretty good school, it really hurts their year, you know, to go that whole year with a low grade. And it's easy to say that since we got an A.
How did our district compare to other schools in our area?
There were only a few A's. I think there were 3 A's in Fannin County, and I think there were 3 in Grayson County. So definitely there's 20 school districts in those 2 counties, and maybe 5 or 6 got A's, and that's above state average, which just shows there's pretty good schools in our area. Because if you go down, you know, into other areas, it's much more rare. But we're one of the A's, so it was good.
Now that we have achieved an A rating, what do we need to do to make sure this standard is going forward?
We got good teachers here. What we did to get it was we sat down and let our teachers make a plan. We've had some kids that have moved in and been a little bit behind, and we've made plans to help them catch up. And we've done that, especially at the elementary level. Like if a kid's a little bit behind in reading, we hook them up with our reading recovery program. We give them the intervention that they need to get them to the high level, and that worked like a charm last year. It really brought us up. And so I guess the real answer to your question is I've got really pro teachers here, and we sit down and we make a plan, and then my job is to give them the resources, give them what they need to put the plan in place.